Okay, so we did some ribs. You're supposed to cut more of the fat off, but I ain't mastered that yet, so I did my best on that part. And then I washed them, got a nice thin layer of oil going so that my seasoning is going to stick really good on here. And then I forgot to preheat the oven, so I had to wash my hands, preheat the oven to 200. You know how that go. Anywho, back to my seasoning. I got the Jack Stack barbecue. And then I'm going to move into the steak and chop seasoning, which I love on pork chop, steak, anything really. And then I got my garlic and herb seasoning coming next. And then after that, you're going to see me do the normal onion powder, the garlic powder, and the Lowry's. Right now, I'm just doing a layer on the meaty side. And then we'll flip and re-season in about 4 hours after we let this cook covered on 200 for about 4 hours. So you see I got my foil going really good. Want to make sure it's tight, locked in so it can cook slow. I put it in at 919 and I didn't check it until 140. And then you're just going to flip them. And then like I said earlier, we're going to re-season this other side. And then on this side, we're going to add some barbecue before we throw it back in covered. And then that way when we take it out at about 428, it'll look like this. And then we're going to flip them back over to the meaty side. See my seasoning stuck on there really good. You want to make sure you drain it up and then lather this side really good in the barbecue sauce. And then we're going to throw it back in the oven so that can get cooked. And during this time, you want to prep up some potatoes. I'm doing scallops, so I had them thinly sliced, preheated my oven to 350 because they have to bake a little higher temperature. And I want to go ahead and get 2 tablespoons of butter melting. Grease your pan. Add in 3 tablespoons of flour to your butter. You want to whisk that up really, really good. And then you can go ahead and get your onions added in there. I did 1 finely chopped onion. That way it can get melted. We're going to use a pack of cheese sauce and 2 cups of shredded cheese. So get your shredded cheese, grate it up during this time. Add in 1.5 cups of milk to this mixture. Cayenne pepper, salt, and regular pepper. Get that whisked up real good. Once that's thicker, then you're going to add in your cheese. Both kinds. And once that's mixed in, then we're going to layer it on the potatoes. So the best way to do this is to do potatoes, cheese, potatoes, cheese, potato, cheese. You get the deal. And then we're just going to throw that in the oven after you top it with some cheese. And by now the ribs are probably ready to take out so that they don't burn. Get you a veggie going. We did broccoli, salt, pepper, and butter. See, my ribs were ready to go. And then after an hour, my scalloped potatoes were ready to go. Bow.